Hello, and welcome to Shelf Talk, the podcast that brings you insightful conversations about the latest trends, challenges, and innovations in the world of retail. Today, we are joined by Hanan Cohen, Global Head of Sales and Go-to-Market at NIQ Activate. And together, we will explore a topic that is transforming the retail landscape, crafting the perfect click. From personalization to retail media, let us discover how every click can capture, personalize, and monetize the customer journey.
Thank you very much for having me, Kristina. I would be very happy to share with your viewers and listeners my experience with personalization, retail media, and essentially crafting the perfect click. Thank you.
Welcome, Hanan, and thank you for being with us today. So let's get straight into it. The retail industry has witnessed a seismic shift in recent years, with the digital path to purchase becoming the dominant avenue for consumer engagement. Personalization is no longer a luxury, but a necessity. So my first question to you, Hanan, is why is personalization now an expectation rather than a nice to have?
Yeah, this is a great question, Kristina. The way that we see it, and I talk to retailers all over the world, personalization has really become the foundation or the cornerstone of building consumer trust and loyalty. The shoppers today, they really want to feel understood. They really want to feel that someone really knows them. They are bombarded with so many options from so many directions. So the way I see it, retailers and brands that want to stand out, they really need to offer tailored experiences, whether it's the right offer, the right ad, the right product, and most importantly, at the right time and the right place. So personalization is basically bridging the gap between what the consumer needs or what the consumer is expecting and what the retailer is providing, and it is really turning the clicks and the small bits and pieces of the journey into really meaningful interactions. And it is really important to know that personalization goes well beyond just a product recommendation. It's really about creating a seamless, relevant experience at each and every touch point across the buying journey. And this could be personalized email campaigns, it could be a dynamic website content, changing according to who is on and so on, or even geolocation-based offers that the customers are receiving when they are close to a store or an outlet. The key is all about leveraging the data that the retailer has to generate key insights, to understand consumer preferences, behaviors really, really deeply, and translating that understanding into actionable strategies that will delight the customers and show them that we care and ultimately increase the loyalty with us.
That was a very strong start, Hanan. Thank you for that amazing insight. But achieving this level of personalization isn't without its challenges. Retailers face a number of obstacles, from siloed data systems to limited resources and even customer privacy concerns. Hanan, how can we address these challenges?
Yeah, so you're absolutely right. Working with retailers across the world, they really came to realize that, okay, there are many problems with systems and integrations, but the key the one major challenge is really data fragmentation. The retailers are working with so many systems to run their operation in all departments. It could be in the store, it could be for supply chain, it could be for the web and so on. And they often have their data stored across multiple systems, making it really difficult to create a unified view of the customer. A lot of them are doing, data lakes and other projects to bring the data together, and it is really, really important that when you are implementing those centralized platforms, you integrate those data streams, and this is really critical. And additionally, there needs to be a lot of investment in AI and machine learning and data analytics that can really help the retailers analyze vast amounts of data efficiently and really uncover eventually those actionable insights that they're looking for. Retailers that really choose to implement solid platforms with a lot of design and a lot of vision, they are the ones that are standing out. These platforms, once implemented correctly, they offer a scalable solution that is both cost effective and also providing the necessary value, enabling retailers to compete without requiring a massive in-house team that is working on the data day in, day out. And of course, transparency and compliance with data privacy regulations is really a must, and it is really, really important to apply it to build the consumer trust.
And speaking of meaningful interactions, retail media is one of the most discussed topics in our industry, but it's more than just digital advertising, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Retail media is any media engagement with a shopper during a buying journey, and preferably close to the actual buying decision. So it's about creating omni-channel consistency, whether through digital ads, connected TV, in-store promotions, or loyalty programs and apps. The real magic really happens when the retailers and the brands work together, closing the data loop and ensuring that every click delivers values, builds the trust, and supports this win-win model for consumer, retailers, and the brands. Every click, whether it's offline or online, is an opportunity to understand the customer's intent, optimize their experience in real time and also afterwards, and change their behavior. So the way I see it, in essence, retail media really transform quality customer engagement, personalized customer engagement into revenue.
So closing the data loop sounds like a game changer, but many advertisers feel there's still a gap between their priorities and what retail media offers. What's the solution?
So I am yet to meet an advertising brand that is happy with measurements. I mean, they have many challenges, but measurements is a key. Ultimately, it's all about collaboration. So the retailers need to align with the brands on key aspects like assortment, promotion, media strategies, and then the SaaS platforms that we talked about before can really play a pivotal role by facilitating the data sharing, enabling seamless communication, talking about what we call one source or one version of the truth. And when both sides have access to actionable insights, they can really optimize the trade, the marketing, and the media budgets, and effectively and efficiently go from data to insights to actions to measurements.
Thanks, Hanan. That's some insightful stuff. But let's talk about the customers for a moment. At the end of the day, the goal is to ensure the customers receive the right content at the right time and place. How can technology help achieve this?
Technology is really the key enabler here. When we talk about technology, we really talk about advanced analytics and AI that are using the vast amounts of data to really help eventually predict the customer behavior and preferences, and to ensure that personalized recommendation, when delivered, are really intuitive, or they feel intuitive to the customer rather than intrusive. Whether it is going through digital coupons or in-store promos or app or connected TV ads, no matter what the channel is, the right tools ensure that the consumer feel valued, engaged, and eventually happy and loyal throughout their buying journey.
Thanks, Hanan. This brings us to the future of advertising. What trends do you see shaping the next phase of retail media?
So there are many trends. I would maybe mention the key KPI that everyone is concerned about, which is return on advertisement spend, which really captures the effectiveness and efficiency and ultimately the results of whatever we are doing. I think the future is all about enhancing collaboration and data utilization all the way to optimize this return on advertisement spend. Advertising should really become even more seamless across the channels, powered by robust consumer data and analytics. And I also think that as AI continues to evolve and get implemented within those systems, the precision of targeting and personalization will only improve and deliver greater value to all the stakeholders.
Before we wrap up, Hanan, any final thoughts on crafting the perfect click?
As I mentioned before, it's all about creating a win-all model. When consumers feel understood, the retailers know the customers and brands optimize their strategies, everyone is winning. And the perfect click is not just about one transaction or a transaction. It's about increasing loyalty and building lasting relationships. It's a journey. So we need to continuously test, learn, adapt, and optimize whatever we do. It's a process. Because retail is really evolving rapidly, I believe that staying agile and getting maximum benefits from your data is really the vision that you need to aspire.
Thank you, Hanan, for sharing your expertise with us. Crafting the perfect click is indeed an omni-channel journey, and it's clear that personalization and retail media are paving the way for a more connected and consumer-centric future. To our viewers, thank you for tuning into another episode of Shelf Talk. I hope you enjoyed our discussion, but please don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your colleagues. Until next time, keep exploring the power of the click. Thank you.